The bodies of the 6 foreign workers, including Australian Zomi Frankcom, are being returned to their respective homelands from Gaza. International condemnation is growing over Israel's attack on their aid convoy. Governments and the aid organisation are demanding transparency and accountability from Israel. The country says it's launched an independent investigation. A warning, this story contains some distressing images.
The final farewell. Aid workers from World Central Kitchen write the names of their colleagues on their body bags, including Australian Zomi Frankcom, one of 7 killed in Israeli airstrikes 2 days ago. Their bodies transported from Gaza to Egypt, ready for repatriation. Under pressure to provide answers, Israel has promised a thorough investigation in the coming days.
Israel has been checking itself every day. We have been reviewing our actions in different manners.
The founder of World Central Kitchen has said the Israeli strikes were not some unfortunate mistake in the fog of war. He accused the military of a direct attack on clearly marked vehicles.
They were targeted systematically, car by car. They were targeting us in an area controlled by IDF, them knowing that was our teams moving on that route.
The circumstances surrounding the strikes have renewed scrutiny on Israel's methods and coordination. The United States President Joe Biden says he's outraged and heartbroken and will speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by phone.
The Australian government has already openly expressed its anger, while the opposition has stopped short of criticising Israel.
And what isn't good enough is the statements that have been made, including that this is just a product of war. This is against humanitarian law.
This is a war situation. Tragedies are occurring all the time. Unfortunately, this has now involved an Australian citizen.
The aid workers had just unloaded 100 tonnes of desperately needed aid when they were killed. The remaining 2/3 of the food has now been returned to Cyprus at a time when Gazans need it most.
We were waiting for aid from them. Now it's stopped because of this crime. Everything's stopped. Where do we get aid from now?
A question becoming increasingly difficult to answer. Lauren Day, ABC News, Jerusalem.
And the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is continuing to express his outrage over the airstrike. This analysis from the ABC's political lead, David Spears.
Australia's cautious concern over Israel's conduct of the war has now turned to open expressions of anger and demands for answers after this airstrike on the aid convoy in Gaza. The Prime Minister's indignation echoes that of his international counterparts who also lost citizens. And today, Anthony Albanese made it very clear he's not willing to cop the line from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that this happens in war. An airstrike on innocent aid workers is against humanitarian law, he says. The fog of war is no excuse. The coalition, by contrast, is far more sympathetic towards Israel, agreeing mistakes happen in war and insisting judgment over this tragedy should be withheld until an investigation is complete. The political divide in Australia over this conflict is only widening. Israel has promised a thorough investigation. The question now is how independent it will be. One of the country's best-known humanitarian aid experts, Reverend Tim Costello, says Australia should seize the initiative and demand an international investigation. He says the Australian Federal Police should even be involved. For now, the ball is in Israel's court. Australia is waiting to see what sort of investigation is set up before deciding on any next steps. What is clear is the government's attitude towards Israel has noticeably hardened.